I'm just gonna go for my own corn. I think that's perfectly fine here. Really. I mean, they can fight it if they want. I'm just gonna take some points, though. This doesn't matter too much. I obviously can't kill the corn here, because there's no space. That's like true for every turret opener on this map. You're never gonna be able to kill the opponent's corn immediately after it comes out. Now this is where it gets a bit annoying, because this thing can go in and hit me next turn and take the point. Which maybe means I just shouldn't do this. Maybe I should just like back off with my 1 key for a turn. Maybe I shouldn't even trap there. I can just trap up here. And throw in this thing. Now we are threatening the corn, so it should move back. Hopefully. Unless they just go in here with the cat or something. Which they might do. Yep. That is the expected play here. That's fine, I can just reclaim this, so it's not really a big deal here. This is kind of how this usually goes if you want to go for Inoculus. And if I had moved the Inoculus out here, they would have hit it, and then I would almost certainly have to heal it. Which is why I chose to take the damage on the corn instead. Less important. The only bad thing here is that it's a bit hard for me to move out with a Phobie. I guess I'll just go for some 1 keys though. And it should be fine. I don't really need to summon anything next turn, but they're always killing this Tickles, I think. So I can, if I need to. They do have to bring like a Phobie to actually kill this, or sacrifice the cowbell. So this is actually quite annoying for them. And if they don't, I'll be able to walk up and hit them. Which they don't really want, I don't think. Or maybe they just let me do that. They also have to move this back. If they're going for this. Okay, they are killing it with a cannon. I think I'm just going to move in anyway, though, if they stay here. Okay, they don't. Which is correct, I think. That, I don't know if that's correct. Putting that up there. I don't think it is, but also they really want to summon something next turn, so maybe it's correct. It's probably fine. I'm just going to reclaim some points here. Do I want to reclaim this? Probably not. This is much safer. I shouldn't move this down here, though. Maybe I just reclaim this, actually. I can still reach it with the Inoculus. Can we just say that's fine? The Jar Cannon is a bit annoying, so I'm going to bring a Phobie that can target that, which will just be Murderwing here. I think. Maybe I should be putting it somewhere else. This is the best space for, like, threatening it, though, I think. Also has the advantage of being able to kill the Nautilus if they do decide to go in for some reason. If they try and do some weird play with like a half E here and run in. I don't think they will though. That play is not very good to do. Now we just kill the cowbell and we are even, I would say. Well, I've spent a 1 key more, but that's expected. I'm player 2. And I guess I've taken a slight bit of damage on this. But I think that's all fine. Gravedigger. That would be very odd here. I don't know exactly what the point of that would be. Can't really bring a turret out here this turn. I think I'm going to just bank, maybe. Problem with, like, I could put this Murderwing here and then threaten them that way. The problem with this play is that they can break this block and then kill this, which I don't really like. That would make me able to kill their Nautilus in return, but then they would kind of be up-tempo for that fight. So I don't really like the idea of doing that. I think I'm actually just going to bring another 1 key and then bank. See what they do. I might just heal this thing. It's taking a bunch of damage by now. Okay, so they mirrored the Bachelor, which is something a little bit weird here. Because that makes it kind of annoying for me to take a point with my Bachelor. What exactly do I want to do? I probably want to throw down another trap. And then I want to threaten this jar cannon. Which I think I should just do by doing this. And then we might just sit still like this for another turn. The idea here is just to go boss. For me. I think that would work out pretty well against what they have right now. We can just nuke them. Kill half their team in 1 turn. If not more than half. They're just trying to be as annoying as they can with the jar cannon also. I don't think it really matters if I take a bit of damage on this thing. I could also go other things than the boss. There are a lot of other options that could work here too. If I just want something like mid-cost instead of it, like a Hematic could work. There's also definitely a trap up there. With what they were doing here. Problem is that now they can actually kill my Murderwing with these two if they go in, which I don't really like. This play is kind of weird. I think I'm actually just going for a Klepto instead. So what I can do with Klepto is this. And then we just kill the unicorn here, which I think is very nice. And then I'm going to move the Inoculus up here. I think this is better. I don't know if moving the Inoculus up is correct, because they might put a 1 key down here to deal with the Bachelor or to reclaim the point. But I still think this is fine. Really? Now they have to bring something to kill this with then though, which is annoying. Because they end up taking damage on this or this. Both are pretty bad to take damage on here. Not the end of the world, I guess, for them. Then they have a Gonzo as the final thing. Now we know everything that they're going to be putting out here. Which makes it a lot easier for me to plan around what I want to do. No 1 keys left. I could just put a 1 key up here to annoy them a lot. And then keep the Inoculus here. Put a good 4 key here. I think that might be the best play. I want a Boomer. Let's just go for a normal thing. Or maybe it is Boomer. I'm just going to go for something like this. Should be very annoying. Because now they're down a panic point. And poking with the jar cannon is very risky. Because I have a Klepto that can kill it in 1 hit. If I decide to do so. And I can actually use this snap here as like a engage tool or whatever. Like I could just put it up here next turn and run up and hit them. If they aren't careful. So that is very scary for them also. If they're going to put this here, they should have hit me. I think I can just move down like this, right? I guess they can kill my Inoculus if I do this. And also this wouldn't be in that good of a spot, so maybe I should just go in on this turn. Could just go in and do something like this. Feels wrong though. Doing this also feels wrong. Maybe it's correct though, to just do this. Go all in. We kill the jar cannon, so that's actually a pretty big deal, and we get to hit them with this. So if the Ginsting stays there, it's definitely just a goner. They will obviously murder the Klepto, but I think that's fine in this case. Because once I kill a couple of their phobies, they are going into Snappy in like a late stage fight. And that is not a very good time. Turns out that Snappy really hurts to fight. You can also kill the Inoculus if they don't deal with it correctly here. They have to move the Inoculus back. Or block around it, but blocking around it is not very good, I don't think. They could also move the Ginsting back, I guess. They didn't use them murdering at all here. Which also can't be correct. And this is over by now. That's not even enough. I don't think it would have been even if they were 2 or 3 levels higher. Because that's what, 450 but 250 plus 250 at level 1. So they actually wouldn't be able to kill the Inoculus ever, like on an even level. Of course, if you're over leveled, you can do that, I guess. They also definitely cannot win a hard race here, so they're just dead. Even if they like try to run away with the Murder Wing. That extends the game a little bit, but I'm just going to hit that hard. Jackanen feels so annoying on this map. I think this map would be a very large amount better if they moved the vaults into the corners and then removed the first poison tile here. That would make it a whole lot more fun to play. As it currently is, the vaults are just a bit too far in, which means you just constantly can't do something because they would summon something from their vault. Or people just play around, like building something from their vault. Like they play a Hevo or something. Hevo like 3.0 or Hevo played from their vault and burst you after just sitting still and doing nothing for a while. It's kind of weird. You can of course play aggressive on it, but it's like, I think the map would be a lot better if they did that change. Of just like moving them into the corner and removing the closest poison to the vault. Would be a lot more fun to play on. Is that doing there? That makes no sense at all. What? Just a random Murder Wing at the top. Not really sure what the idea is there. They didn't even take the point. I mean, I could have prevented them from taking this point, but I don't even want to. I think this is fine. I'm just gonna summon actual good units, push them away, and then take back the point for free. They can kill the corn here, but I don't think that's a good idea for them. They're gonna get hit by the bomb if they do. So now it's just kind of very hard for them to play the game, I think. Okay, they are killing the corn. For some reason. I'm not sure if they even know what reason they're doing this for. Now they're not killing it. What? They chose to kill my Razormouth instead of my unicorn. That is kind of nonsense. And by kind of, I mean very. That makes very little sense, actually. How exactly do I want to do this? I could just move this here and then blow them up this way. Kill them. I don't think there's a way where I save the corn, actually, because if I do this and go back and heal the corn, then killing the cassowary is very annoying. So I don't really like that. I think I'm just going to sack the corn this way. Be fine with that. Because I can very easily reinforce this. Now it's very hard for them to do anything. They can just kill the corn and leave, essentially. Get a bit of damage on this with the Murderwing. Okay, they didn't take the free damage on the Contortio. Again, I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Because it's just free damage. But, I mean, that's good for me. So I'm not complaining. Okay, this guy has no idea what they're doing. Like, I'm sorry, but what the hell are they... Like, this just makes no sense. Any of what they're summoning. Where's Mike at? I want Mike. I think Mike is actually a very good card. I think we've kind of been sleeping on how good this is now, after the buff it got some time ago. You can totally go Mike instead of going for Gravedigger on a lot of maps. Not sure what they're banking for. I don't really care. I'm just going to play Stabby and then be fine with this. I mean, they can kill this if they go for... I think if they hit normally and then they go Jarkan and they can kill it. But that puts them in a pretty bad spot. So I'm perfectly fine with this. Because I can just murder their Temptress for free with this. The mic. If they do that. Okay, this is even worse for them. The only concern here is that they can Hevo plate me. But does that matter at this point? I don't know if it does. I don't think Hevo plate can solo this. I also still have 6 keys. So Hevo plate can definitely not do anything here. Will I even be killing the sheep? It's not even really that good of a target, is it? I mean, I guess I do group my phobies up a little bit when I do this. I think I just kill the sheep. Just so I don't get AoE'd when I go in here. Because I do plan on going in. Let's just play something fast to end this. This is like a very normal start of season game. They're actually over level compared to me, but they're just playing terribly. So it doesn't matter at all. Just AoE those 3. Because it looks fun. I could have just hit that hard and actually ended the game, but whatever. At least I think I could have. Maybe this was being blocked. Maybe I couldn't just hit that hard there. Either way, they were very dead. I feel like they definitely spent money. There's no way that you get to level 22 and you have that little knowledge about the game. Like, that was... I don't even know what any of what they played there was supposed to do. Like, there was no thought process behind any of that. It was very, very bad. Recently, I've kind of been testing Hydra on this map a little bit. I destroy this block with Gravedigger and then I bank and I try to march a Hydra down here towards the heart. often backed up by Inoculus or sometimes Repeller, if it makes sense. Why would you open Grimes here ever? I don't think opening Grimes is actually ever correct. Unless they somehow put something in range of your vault, but that should... I don't even think that's possible to do. No, it isn't really. So, you should definitely never be opening Grimes. Seems like they disagree though. I mean, they can go up and hit this, but they can't even kill it. I don't really know what the point is. I actually think that Grimes is better than I've given it credit for, but you definitely should not be opening with it still. I think Grimes can be used in like a strategy where you use a lot of one keys to take points early on some maps, and then you follow it up with Grimes right after. Because then if the opponent reclaims the points, you will often get like a free kill for your Grimes, which is a very big deal. It does make a lot of sense for them to capture the point here. Because they're trying to force me to put a 1 key in here that they can eat up with the Grimes. I'm just not gonna give them that though. I'm just gonna do something like this. Bring the Hydra like I talked about. We could go in and kill this. But if they do that, this is on poison and they're walking into a Hydra. While I have extra keys banked also. I think that's perfectly fine for me if they decide to do that. Because I'm not really in a hurry to... what's it called? Take these points right now. Also, moving the corn up there is definitely a mistake. It allows me to just move the Hydra in here. So they should never move it up where the Tickles is right now. Because then they won't be able to get a free hit on me if I just move in with it. Just going to destroy this. They can go in with the tick here just to decease the Gravedigger, but that's not a big deal, I don't think. Where do I want Inoculus if I summon it here? Could also go Repeller, since they have 2 melee phobies, but I don't really like that. And they have keys banked. 6 keys is kind of too dangerous for a Repeller. It's too many ways to just like one punch it. Especially with stuff like Hematic Ginsting, and then you just buff it with a Gonzo or Cupcake and it's gone. Hematic Ginsting with a Cupcake is just disgusting. That's 800 damage burst at level 1. Which means you can one-hit an Attractor or really like a lot of phobies. Creep, for example, also. Really. I mean, it does live from them doing this, but I still don't know if I really like that idea. It could be fine if they went aggressive with it, though. They banked to 9. That makes me think they have a Hebo Plate waiting in here somewhere. Which means I'm going to spread my phobies out a little bit. Otherwise, I would just be putting my Inoculus right behind the Hydra, but I don't think that's a good idea here. Can I actually still stand here, right? Yeah, we can. It's a bit weird how they're doing nothing. Also, maybe I should have just taken the point right now because the Grimes can't get a buff from it. And I do want my 1 key gone, so I probably should have. This is mostly just not thinking very much. Actually, could I even do that? I don't know where my Razormouth was. Was it here? I don't think I could have actually taken the point. Maybe it was too far away. But at this point, my phobies are placed in a way where it's actually kind of hard for them to get a good Grimes buff. I'm not gonna walk into this Rusty. I'm just gonna go up here instead. There's definitely traps under where I'm walking right now, but I also need to do something. And they can get a big lion freeze here, but like I said, need to do something. I could actually just place my Hydra in range of that, now that I think about it. That blocks them from getting the lion freeze. They still can't kill it. It's actually fine to do, I'm pretty sure. And then we move up here with the Inoculus and we just hard rush them. Yeah, we knew there was going to be a trap there, but I'd still rather step on the trap than disease, I think. I also definitely wanted the point, so... Like, killing this is still really hard to do. To not say impossible with only 3 keys. So they're forced to freeze it, but if they freeze this, then these phobies up here are very hard to deal with. And I get to hit that hard. A whole lot more than I should be allowed to. They should definitely kill this 1 key also. It actually takes them a full turn more just to deal with this. And they need something else to hit it for a slight bit. Now the question is, do I just want to hit their hard full power, or should I kill some phobies here? I should probably kill some phobies here. I do also have 10 keys to follow up here. Which means I should summon something huge, most likely. You can just like do this, I think. And then go down here and hit the hard, right? This dies to the burn from the lava. Do I just high five them? I think so. Are they going to stop this with 3 keys? And no freeze? Just hit the hard. Who cares if they have a Grimes that gets a little bit of buff? Or if they can hit this. It's not gonna save them. I think the play they did where they took this point with Grimes and followed up with a Rusty and maybe another fast phobie. That play would maybe have given them a chance here. But banking to 9 just isn't really it on a small map like this. When I'm marching Hydra towards their heart. That's just not gonna work out for them. I can't even really kill this Grimes, because if they... or the Gravedigger with Grimes. If they do this, my high 5 gets even more AoE value from killing their Grimes. Oh, they're blocking me with that. That's pretty fun. Not sure why this didn't walk over next to the Hydra. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna hit that hard here. There's not really a whole lot they can do about this. I think they're actually dead, right? Yeah, they are. I don't even need to summon anything. Even if they weren't dead here, like, they would have to either kill the Hydra or the high 5, and I could do another couple thousand damage. This is kind of my idea with that Hydra strat. I'm not sure if it's actually a good idea, it's just something I wanted to test, because I feel like this map often ends up being very, very boring to play on. So just marching Hydra towards their heart kind of forces the match to go somewhere. But maybe it's a mistake, because there are a decent amount of ways you can respond to that. So it's not really necessarily a good idea to do. I just feel like if I just do the same thing with like Corn into Inoculus into Hematic Ginsting on that map, it gets so boring. Because everyone else is doing the same thing, pretty much. Just some turrets and Hematic Ginsting. That's about it for that map. So I wanted to try some like Hydra stuff, because you can walk it over all of those disease tiles, which is pretty nice. But it most likely just gets countered too hard by too many things. Like, you saw the Rusty they could have used there. There's also, like, Dial maybe they could use. There's a bunch of, like, slower phobies they can use to poke it with, like high-range phobies. So there's a bit too many things that might stop that. But I still think it's a bit of a fun strategy to at least test here. You should be testing weird strategies like that, because otherwise you don't really find ways to improve or have like pocket picks or whatever you want to call it. Rusty. That can't possibly be correct to throw down here. I'm fine with going Jarkanon if they take the middle here. I don't really dislike Jarkanon on this map, it can be pretty annoying. So having it is just fine. I think as player 1 on this map, you should pretty much always put Tickles down here and then like erase them out here. I think that is the correct opener to go for. This is pretty weird to walk into. I think I might actually just do this. This way we're blocking them from doing too much with that. And then I might just bring a Inoculus. Could also go for the Hydra. But I like the Inoculus since I already have the 3 point up here. If they had put another 1 key here on turn 1, I think I would have gone Hydra instead. Especially because they already have a Rusty that doesn't look like it's gonna be able to do much. Even right now, they have to bring another 1 key that can fight down here. Otherwise, they take this point. I don't know if they know that though. Thinking about whether I should just bring a 1 key after this, because I still kind of want to bring Hydra. Okay, no, they're just sacrificing that. Then I should definitely be bringing a 1 key. I'll still take this point down here with my Tickles though, because the Stabby alone can't deal with it. Which means they are forced to use their Rusty if they want to kill this right now. And that's very bad for them, in my opinion. Then we just bring some more 1 keys. I think I actually like the Henrietta here. Just because if the Stabby walks up here and hits it, I can take the point, hit the Stabby, and it has to walk all the way up here to like self-heal if they want to do it that way. And that is a very long path to walk. Also, maybe I should have only gone for 1 key, just so that I could actually summon something on this next turn. That might have been better, but I'm just gonna sacrifice some of them anyway, so it's not really a big deal. I could even poison this on this turn, which I think I might do. It takes 2 full turns for it to walk back, which is a pretty long time. And it makes it somewhat annoying for them to actually kill my tickles here. This could also be a case where I go Cerberus instead of Hydra, because I've kind of been slowed down a little bit. Well, not kind of, I've definitely been slowed down to a point where going Hydra is like a little bit weird, because I wouldn't be spending my keys that well. I could go Cerberus and then put it here, walk it forward and have a 4 key behind it though, which is pretty powerful. The alternative is to go Hydra and then follow it up with a 6 key. We could like throw a Klepto behind. That might be better. But they have 9 keys though, which is a lot. I think I'm just gonna try the Cerberus because I don't really feel like playing Hydra right now. That's the main reason. Which is a bad reason, but that's just like... Sometimes you don't want to play the same phobie that you've played not that long ago. This is also kind of huge, so... If they go Butcher, it should not be down here, I don't think. It should be going up here. Because there's a very good chance that I just move my Cerberus here otherwise. Of course, they would get Rusty, so maybe I don't do that, but... You get what I mean. I think we bring a 1 key on this turn. And then also a shovel. Is what I'm thinking. Let me just move this guy in here. Which 1 key do I want? Something that can go down here. I think this is actually good. And then we just bring in the shovel in case they want to rusty this. If they do rusty it, then I will be able to push it forward and still fight. And all I have to do is get it on the heart here. So I could wait a turn and then push it forward and move directly to their heart if I wanted. As an option. This is actually correct from them, I think. The question here is, can they deal with my Cerberus just walking to their heart? I don't know if they can, to be honest, if I just do that. Jar Cannon here. That is a bit weird. Guess it lets them kill my shovel if I walk in with it, but I weren't really planning on walking in with it. So I don't really know about that. Now I might walk in with it actually. Because they can't kill it with how they set this up. They could make it stuck with Rusty though, so maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe I just do this for a turn and wait on my... what's it called? Cerberus to come online. I really don't like that though, because they can poke for free up here if I do that. That's gotta be a mistake to do. I think if I walk in here with Cerberus, it's also a bad idea though. I'm forced to do this. Play. And then I think I do this actually. They spent their 800, right? Oh no, they didn't. But then I just take the point and run to the spa, I think. Let this sit here for a turn before I move it out again. They also can't really take this point down here. So that's nice. And if they do decide to trade the Rusty for the shovel, then my Cerberus will basically have free range, or like whatever you want to call it. And also they will be taking a ton of damage on their snake if they don't like move it way out of here. Not having the Rusty for my Cerberus is very bad for them, I think. Also, doesn't this move on to the panic point? I'm pretty sure it does. They're just maxing out damage to try and one-shot this Cerberus, I think. Which might work. This is what, 26? Oh, they moved this away. Why would they do that? Either way, their Bomangus is actually dead, so maybe I can just walk in here with Cerberus. I think I might be forced to just straight up run in here. It is a lot of damage to take, but like, what can you do? And I'll use the Boomer to make it like awkward for them to move around. Also pretty fun, I can still use the shovel ability, so I could actually walk up here and push it if I need to do that for some reason. I don't think they don't have the damage for this. They should have kept their... Actually, do they have the damage? Maybe they have the damage with this. Oh, they do have the damage with this. I think they should have kept the snake in here, though. Even if it would have taken damage, just so they could hit back here, because now I kill the snake. And I have all of the panic points still, with 6 keys banked. So ending the game here should not be that hard. I didn't actually think this would die. I should have definitely done the math on that. Because it was decently overkilled. It's like 300 overkill, right? Yeah, it is. Are they... They're not killing it or what? Okay, I was about to say, if they don't kill it here, like, that would not be very good for them. If they ended up, like, taking too long on that turn. I don't think there's a good way for them to take that point. Which means I just have to defend this middle point well. And I have 2 phobies to do it. Oh, actually I only have 1. I don't have enough unit slots, that's right. What if I just run at their heart also? I think I'm gonna just run at their heart, actually. What can they do about this? I don't think they can do anything about that. The units are not in a position to deal with Rambolina right now. And if they group around the heart, I can push on the heart. And even just like hit them with both the Rambolina and my Inoculus. I can also push them off the panic point here if I need to reclaim it. Yeah, that's just like game over. The Contortio had to be out here on the earlier turn. I don't even think that would have been enough, actually. Now we just do this. They are very dead. I think that Butcher one was under-leveled, though. Wasn't it? 840? That can't be very high level. It starts at, what, 700? Didn't it have 840 attack power? I think it was very low level. Like level 10, right? Their opener was also like very bad here, so they didn't exactly set themselves up to win the game. Oh, it's only level 6. That's very low. I thought this was higher. It's only 800. Butcher is definitely a good phobie, but not at level 6. That is a little bit too low. But yeah, don't open with a Rusty on that map. I don't know why they did that. I kind of gave them a chance by going Cerberus. I should have just played Hematic Instinct, but that's so boring. That's what you do every game right now. So, kind of want to go for some other stuff. Hopefully they aren't trying to just do dimensionals only here. The event just started, so everyone is just doing dimensionals instead of proper games. I don't know why people do this. Okay, they seem to be doing it. I don't know why people just like rush dimensionals like this to finish the event. Like, you're gonna finish the event anyway if you just play a decent little bit. There's no reason for you to just throw games with Eternal Night. You can just play the game normally and you'll still reach the end of the event. It's not like you can just keep earning rewards or anything. I don't really get it. Like, I've had the like big event before where I just didn't even play for it and I still finished it. And it gets easier the higher level you are because it's also damage based. Here they seem to be going cassowary, so maybe they aren't just like spamming dimensionals, but like so many people do that, I just don't understand it. Like, why? What should I do here? I think I'll just try Benny. I don't really feel like I need to play fast right now with what they did. Can bring this and then maybe play fast after. I could just kill that bachelor and take the point. I think I might actually just do that. Just double hit this. I believe that's a kill, right? It should be. Yep. And then we just follow it up with a fighter of some form. You can also just buff with Gonzo. That seems fine. Actually, let's do Leprechaun instead. Allows me to go for some more fun stuff later. Now I wish I had Gonzo because then I would just kill this, but then they wouldn't have done this, so it's fine. Sulky. That is a odd choice. For right now. I think I'm just going to bank. And see what they do. I think Sulky and Grimes are usually units you should be going for when you are very ahead on points. Instead of like when you're behind. Also, this is a level 6. Why is there a level 6 on the board? And they're taking a point with it for some reason. That makes no sense to put up here. They're not even threatening this right now. Just punch them. Let's bring a 1 key. Just throw a bomb behind here or something. Seems fine. Can go for a big phobie now. I think I might go Mildred and just turn this off, actually. Even though that is a bit of a weird thing to do. Okay, they are sacrificing a cassowary to take a point, instead of bringing 1 keys for some reason. They could have brought a boomer, taken this point, and even walked over to take this point after. Instead, they now spend the key on a damaged Sulky and throw away their cassowary. Should I just go hit this? Do I care if they get a buff on the Sulky? Not really. I think this is actually fine to do. Also means that my bomb will be able to hit the Sulky if they do go in here. So that wouldn't even be good for them. I think the Sulky would just die if they try and get this kill. And we get some free damage on the Stabby. I mean, they're under level, so they wouldn't really win this anyway, which means they should just be spamming dimensionals, I think. That's not really a game to be played for them here. They are trying though, Noxious and stuff. You can just walk here, I don't care. Then we walk down here to hit this and we split up our units like that. Can put a Muffin in here, this way. Maybe another 1 key. Let's just go for a Bachelor to take a point with, I guess. Can go up here with it. That doesn't exactly help them here. Poisoning this for that little damage. It's just gonna heal instantly. I guess I actually end up healing the Bachelor now, which is very weird. But whatever. Because I might as well, right? Otherwise the Muffin is just taking up space. We just do this. Maybe I should just kill them down here instead. Can kill both of those then, right? Instead of only the Noxious. Oh, that gets pulled in. I have to do this first. I have to move in first. Is this dead too? No, not quite. Close though. I mean, I might as well just throw in a dimensional here. Because this game is obviously over. They were under-leveled and they didn't really play good phobies either. Like, why is Sulky in there when they are behind? Doesn't make any sense. Their opener was also not very good. But of course, like, if you're level 14 against someone with like level 19s and stuff like that, then the game is not gonna be very easy. That's just early season arena. And it looks like they quit after that. They should just have gotten another dimensional in, hit a couple times, tried to kill my dimensionals, because you actually get a lot of points from killing dimensionals. I think you get way more points from killing dimensionals than you do for spawning them, actually. If I remember right, for these events. I wonder if Mildred can't just have 0 cooldown on this, to be honest. Maybe it can't. It just doesn't seem that great compared to some of the other big options, when you look at it for a bit. I mean, it's still a perfectly playable phobie, Especially if you are Big She, but most of us aren't. They are very good at Mildred. Let me just check the event thing. You get more for killing, right? Yeah, you get way more for killing dimensionals than for spawning them. So really you should just be hunting dimensionals. You shouldn't even spawn them here. There's no need. Sucky opener. That does not seem very good on this map, because you would have to jump to the lava to fight. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. They can maybe just take this point with it. I think that's the idea, and then they would fight over here, maybe. Still doesn't seem that great, though. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for corn, because now I can't really take the point, but it's fine, I think. I'll just do this instead. My Gravedigger out. Could actually just put a Bachelor in there. They're not gonna fight a Bachelor here. They're just gonna hit it once, and that's fine for me. Could just walk up and hit that. It's not that bad of an idea. It does heal though, and they killed this very easily. Don't know if it really makes sense. Puts the Sucky in a pretty awkward spot where it either has to stay and fight, in which case it will most likely die, or it has to back off and just take free damage. Because they can't just walk one back, then they're on lava. And I think I'll just sit here. I can always summon something to hit this with. Want something that costs a bit more. They also banked, so... just makes sense to do. Okay, now I guess I kill this with something. Or maybe I kill the Stabby if they go in like that. I think I can kill that on lava, right? Without taking the damage from the dimensional passive. My corn is obviously dead if I do this, but it's fine. Then we kill that with maybe just like a Inoculus on the vault. And we want something else out here. Do I want to go for? We just put it like a cassowary in here somewhere. Maybe we go something that just hits extremely hard like this. It seems a bit weird, but I think it's actually pretty good here. So they can't really kill this, and if they walk into it, they're going to take a lot of damage. And this will pull them in if they hit with the Klepto, right? Yeah, it will. I guess they can block the pull with the Saki. Can also hit from the front there, and then just kill this by jumping and moving back. But then they should jump first to heal a bit more. Looks like they are not jumping in with the Saki. Are they just moving it back here? They must be. Killing the Saki does put these in pretty bad situations, but that's fine, I think. It's not that big a deal if they die. Now we are threatening the Klepto a little bit, using the Inoculus, because it has a range advantage here. This is pretty awkward for them, especially because they kind of want to kill these. They can just kill this by double hitting it, I think. Although then I would most likely walk up and kill their Jar Cannon, so maybe that's not that good. They could also, yeah, they can just kill this also. They like Murder Wing it or something. Snowball could work too, but that would not make a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah, going Snowball. I think Murder Wing is better to do there, because it can heal up again from the damage and it's worth a bit more next turn. This thing is not very good on the following turn. Now I just get some damage on that. And I guess I take this point maybe? Or no, maybe not. Just do this so that the Jar Cannon is forced to take damage. That makes more sense, I think. They can kill this, but they would have to bring in all of their units, so that's not that bad for me if they do that. I don't think. I'll just do this. Have a Snowball ready, maybe? No. That makes no sense, because I can just summon Snowball. I think I want a Flying Phobie. We just do this then. Have this sit here. It's also fairly safe here. I mean, they can kill it, but then all of their phobies would be standing in a line here. They would get hit by a Snowball and Inoculus and Bomangles, which would not be very good. Can they just take the point? Yeah, they can. Load actually makes a decent amount of sense. I have two decently large mechanicals here. If I just walk over here, there's not really anything great for them to do, I don't think. Like, even if they go all in with these, I just end up killing the Klepto, right? Pretty sure I do. They should maybe be there. And then we just summon a Stabby. And the final bunch of keys can be spent for 1 keys or 2 keys. Maybe a snowball if I need it. If they go in some weird way. Problem for them here is that they are also damaged. All 3 of these phobies are very damaged, so they're extremely easy to kill. Like, I can always get 2 kills if they move in here. If not 3. Or they're gonna block me, maybe? That's not very good with my Inoculus sitting here. I would just get killed instantly. Oh, so maybe they're just sitting? That could also be it. I think I move my bow back then, if they do this. Let me just start moving the Stabby over here. Do something like this. And then what do I want to play for more? This should maybe even stay here, actually. Just so that it can... Actually, it can always hit up here. I was just thinking of zoning them away from standing there, but I don't really need to. Is there any specific phobia that we want? Not really. Could just sacrifice a 1 key to take a point. I think that's pretty good. We just go for it, Tickles. Can also just walk up and hit this next turn if I want to, while taking the middle point with Tickles. That should be rather annoying for them. And this wants to move in here. This can maybe just sit behind. This wants to move because otherwise the snowball can hit it, which we don't want it to. Because then they can, in theory, kill it, but they're not. They wouldn't do that, but it's just better to not be in range of it. Don't even give them the option. I don't think they would do that, most likely, though. Okay, they're just going all in on killing that. Which is fine. It does kill it, obviously, but the rest of their phobies aren't looking that good if they do this. Do I even need to use that, actually? I think we can just hit here once, right? And it dies. Yeah. And then we hit this. This should be enough, right? By just attacking normally. Yeah, it definitely is. They just burn. can't even kill it, and if they could kill it, the Jackhannon would die from doing so, so it's not good either. I wouldn't have picked this if they could kill it, then I would have gone like K9000 or something. Just any phobia they can't kill up there is very annoying for them. I think they were quite on the level, right? Like 3 or 4 levels. But that's just start of season arena, I guess. Or early season arena. Also just bad matchmaking, I think. They most likely aren't that high ranked, right? No, they only have like 6 games in here. So that's also just bad matchmaking. I mean, it's not that big of a level difference. 98 to 115. That's really not that much. Although levels do matter more and more the higher level you get. Difference between like a level 120 and a level 140 is not the same as someone in lower level having the same difference. Because of how the levels kind of work. It's a lot worse once you get to higher levels. Because it takes so much more to level up. People also just have much better collections on top of that. Okay, we get Papu. I believe they play all dimensionals right now, which is stupid to do in my opinion, but whatever. I mean, the only time I play like all of one race is if I'm doing like one of the challenge videos, which I did in the past. There's like no reason to do that at the start of events at all. You end up completing them so easily anyway. Especially if you're someone who plays a lot, like most high-ranked players. Yep, they're still doing all dimensionals, it would seem. I'm not even going to mirror them because their levels are disgusting. Like, they are basically at Hoploy levels. Maybe I should go Klepto instead here. It might be better. Let's just go for Klepto. So that I can hit over if they go in here somehow. But there's no way they go in there, right? Better to just go Hematic for the extra stats, I think. And also I should take this corner one first. It's better. By taking the corner one, my snowball will be more relevant on the next turn, and I don't really need it to be relevant this turn, I don't think. I think I should just take the middle point right now. Just makes a lot of sense to do. Let me go for like Cassowary and a creep maybe. Doesn't matter if this does AoE because I can always heal a little bit. I mean, it still hurts because they're that high level that the bloat actually seems very, very powerful, but I guess I just have to take the AoE here. It's just how that is. And there's Pasquetti behind, which is pretty interesting. I might just like run away from here without even killing things. Just poison them, get a couple hits in and run away. Or maybe I just kill the bloat. Could also do that. Kinda want to kill the stabby like this, if it's possible, and then jump in and kill that. I don't think that's possible though. No, it really isn't, because this is blocking me. Guess I still kill it, most likely. Just makes sense to get rid of it. Can I kill this? Also, no, I can't. Not even close. Guess we just do that then. Put a bomb behind here, I believe. In case they want to go and fight me, that will be good. And then I want a Noxious. I wonder if I should just take the point with the Noxious, that might be better, but then I wouldn't be able to like hit and maybe fly away if I need to. They might just disease me and move away, which is fine from their point of view. I could heal this with Blulian. Just keep it on life support. But don't think that makes that much sense. Okay, they are also just killing it. Which they should be. This is good for me though, I think. I get to poison AoE here and then bomb them. To kill the snowball. I think they shouldn't actually kill the Hematic maybe. But that's also bad to not do, because then they just take free damage and I can maybe even keep it alive if I want to. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. I have to find a way to kill that, which has to be like a spot maybe, I think. Is the best. They're definitely doing this, I think. Poisoning the Sketty that way. And then we can bomb both of these, which is very nice. Get rid of them with the dimensional passive and everything. And then I want a 1 key, I think. Maybe just this. Because having poison is good against them. Take a little bit of fire damage here, but I don't think there was any way I could prevent that. That definitely wasn't. It's just like 100 damage anyway, it's not really a big deal. They might just go down and heal that and move up again. Maybe they go all the way down there. They could just like go down here, heal it, and then go back up if they wanted to. I don't really have enough power to kill this boomer, actually. But at least if they're moving down here, I can take this point maybe and just deal a little bit of damage to the boomer. I think Bluelian does make a lot of sense for them. They should put it here. I don't know why they want it up here. If they put it here, they can jump in easily next turn and take the point, maybe. If they want to do something like that. I don't think they would want to do that, but they would at least have the option. Where do I put this spot? I think I might just keep it here, actually. And say that's fine. And then we go for some Speedola action. Just get some hard hitters. And maybe we wait for another Noxious AoE. Because they do still have to move somewhere on the map, so the Noxious AoE actually isn't that bad. I think they should use that on Noxious instead, if they wanna power down someone. But I guess they just don't want me poisoning them this turn. Which makes sense. Okay, they're just taking that point. I don't think there's a way that I can punish them for that. The most damage I can do is like 1000 from Vault with Morty, which is not even close enough to punish that. I also can't deal enough damage to kill this at all. Like, it's far away. Do I hit them once here? Just do this. I think that makes sense to do. Problem with that is that they can block me and then do some stuff, but I don't think they'll do that. That would be a kind of weird play. Although they could, like, disease me. And then that's a bit annoying. Maybe I just don't hit them there. I do think this wants to fly down here, though. And then I want something that can fight decently well. I might just be going Daisy here, actually. One Daisy here is pretty good. Then we have to save the final unit slot for the other Speedola in case they do go in here. And we can bring a 1 key, which might just be like a Rusty or something. I kill this leprechaun maybe? I mean, I think they're gonna put a unit here, so I am most likely not going to. Or they just break the block. But maybe that could be an option. Problem with killing this is that I end up in some pretty bad positions. And on top of that, they have a Blulian sitting right next to it, so I can't even use the poison for anything. But maybe I just don't use poison this turn. Let's just see how much damage this is if I just hit it a bunch. This has to go here. This has to go here. Yeah, we can definitely kill it. I want to kill it with the spot, I think. Take the damage on him rather than anyone else. Like that. And then we hit with this. This has to move somewhere. I don't even know where this moves, actually. It's pretty awkward to move it around. Maybe I just, like, annoy them by going behind them like this with it. I think I want a Rusty in here. Maybe I just want the Blue Spidola. I probably just want the Blue Spidola instead of the Rusty. Even though the Rusty is really good into their units, it's better to just get the Blue Spidola online, I think. Let's just bring it out here. You can set it next to the Daisy so that if they kill the Daisy and sit on it, we get to kill whatever is on it. I don't know if the creep is supposed to go up here. It does make it very killable. Oh, they can actually kill my spot because they are that overleveled. That is pretty crazy. They didn't do that because I don't think they noticed, but they are actually overleveled enough that they could just hit my spot once and it would die. They definitely did not notice. But that's good for me if they don't notice that. Are they moving back or are they putting something there? Why is there a spa there? Okay, they're just defending with a Cyclops. I do think I want to kill this Sizzle here. So let's do that. 1000. Guess we just do it this way. Even though that leaves the Boomer up in a pretty bad position for me. Just go to the corner with that. Actually, maybe we just double hit to be annoying. Deal some damage. The spot has to get way out of here. Usually it has to sit even here, right? So this can't hit it. Then this moves up. That will most likely take the corner point, but that's fine. Still think I want the Rusty in here. It's actually pretty good here because they can't kill it with any of these right now. And if they move out, we can stop one of them. Stopping one of the melee ones and then just avoiding it is very good. It's essentially like freezing it for 2 turns. If this kills the creep, it has very bad spots to go to, because these will hunt it down. They won't be able to kill it this turn, but it's still pretty rough for it. I can also go down to their healing spots if they move up here too much, and heal my own units. So they have to be careful with that also. Even though that seems like a weird thing. Are they just putting that on the seas? Maybe they are. Could just freeze or Rusty this, actually. I might just do that. They do have a spa up, right? No, they don't. So I could even poison it. Can I set up so that it dies to poison here? With this? I think I can. Most likely. Only problem with that play is that they just kill my Noxious. It's not that good of a trade. But it's fine. Oh, this doesn't actually kill without me going down with this. That's a bit annoying. Now they kill my Noxious. I don't know if they do anything with this, but this just dies to poison. And then that's good for me, right? I don't know if this play is actually worth it. Or if I should have gone for something else. But now I've already used my turn on it. Might have been better to just let it be. Could have also locked it down and tried to fight these so that the Crushmore would be out of the fight. Cyclops looks pretty good when it's level 29. Suddenly that doesn't look like a bad unit anymore. I think they want this next to the Cyclops so that I can't go in on it. But they might not realize that. Okay, now they are moving it next to him. Problem is, if they keep all of their units up here, I might just go in on this Boolean and fight it to try and kill that. Like, what if we just straight up fight this instead of go up here? I could also just go up there. Problem with fighting this is that it deals 1500 to one of these, and I can't kill it this turn. So maybe we actually just go up here and fight, because then the Boolean isn't relevant and this isn't in melee range because they misplayed, in my opinion at least. They didn't put the Paschetti next to it. I couldn't do this if the Paschetti was sitting here. Then this play would be bad. But I think this play is actually good now. Oh, we even killed that. Then it's definitely good. That should be maybe game over for them. Probably. I think the Speedolas are too much. But you can see, like, this is extremely close, even though they only summoned Dimensionals, and I guess a Sargassum, but that, like, the quality of these units really aren't very good. They have a Bloat, a Cyclops, and a Sizzle in here with, like, no reason for the Sizzle. Sizzle isn't actually that bad in my opinion, but still, like, Bloat and Cyclops and Paschetti also really aren't that great. They are pretty bad phobies. They also almost killed my heart by just running around with a boomer because I can't kill this thing. Like, if I spent time on trying to kill this boomer, I wouldn't be able to kill their other phobies. It obviously cannot finish the job here, but like, it's close to them just killing me like that, which is pretty crazy. I really don't understand why they go for like all dimensionals like this. There's so many players who do it. And it's just like, you're gonna complete the event anyway. It's not like you get bonus points for like getting a ton of event points or something at the end. Like, there's no benefit of doing that. You could just play normally and complete the event perfectly fine. I actually played against Papu earlier also, where they went all dimensionals and I just lost because of the levels, which is pretty crazy. They also didn't bring quite as many bad units, but like, yeah, here you can see I just straight up lost. I couldn't even deal with Stabby. It just like straight up killed me. So that is like pretty rough. If the opponent can be so overleveled that they can play completely like suboptimally and still just beat you, that is like really not a good sign for the game in my opinion. I think they really need to do something about either matchmaking or levels or how the system works. But that's another talk. Anyways, this was all for this video, I think. There's a lot of arena videos because that's from multiple days. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.